Hello, everyone, and welcome back to It All Starts With a Wish podcast. My name is Rachel.
And I'm Mark.
So recently on social media, Mark, I don't know if you know this, but I have brought our listeners and followers into our life a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I said that we were building a house. And it's been a process.
Yeah.
Quite the process. But we do finally have a well.
We do.
So baby steps in the right direction here.
Baby steps.
I don't do as much of it as you do.
No.
I mean, as far as dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
You seem very enthusiastic about this whole thing.
Yeah. So enthusiastic. I woke up this morning and as I was getting ready for work, I was going to the bathroom.
Oh, yes.
And I literally don't know what I did. Like, I think I went to scratch my back with my right arm. And
like over your head back
I
to
don't
your
even
back?
remember, honestly, which way I moved my arm. But whatever way I moved my arm, the deepest and most severe muscle pain I think I've ever felt in my life
Does this mean we're getting
suddenly shook me. And I have been in, no matter how much Advil I have taken today, I have been in pretty bad pain. Moving my arm or doing anything that's...
I've already said that he should go to the doctor, so...
Yeah, what are they going to do? They're
I
going to
don't
look
know,
at me and they're going to tell me, oh yeah, you just pulled a muscle, you're getting old, this is what happens.
This is the shoulder that you already hurt before.
They're going to look at me and they're going to be like, oh yeah, hey, this happens when you get old, it sucks, doesn't it? And I'm going to be like, yeah.
Knocking on 30.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks.
Anyways, I cannot wait for the day when,
so this is why your affect is
everything.
Just so...
Yeah, I mean, I hurt.
You hurt.
I literally hurt. Which is why I think it's a great day for Rachel to carry the podcast and talk about something that she likes to do. Also, full disclosure, usually we like to record these a few days in advance. Sometimes we'll even be good and we'll have one or two in the hopper, ready to go. That way, in moments like this, we don't need to rush through something just to get an episode out there. But this week we were completely delinquent. We have nothing in the hopper.
Well, it was a holiday weekend. Also, happy 4th.
Belated.
But
I hope you celebrated America by blowing something up.
Yeah.
Preferably fireworks.
Do. Yeah, please.
That's what I meant.
In the sky.
Please don't take that the wrong way. I did not mean anything else. I meant fireworks.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? You win some, you lose some,
So anyways, this will be the best performing episode we've ever had, and people are going to be like, this is amazing. It's going to get the most listens, and it's the worst episode to listen to as the first one.
Listen.
Speaking of which, you know what the episode that's done the best is Must Do with a Toddler.
I know.
By far has blown all the other episodes out of the water, so people are really into that. So, heads up, I think we're going to do a Must Do with a preschooler next.
Yeah. We'll do it by age category.
Right. And we had a few listeners suggested things, too, that we will definitely incorporate into as well as the upcoming episodes. But for tonight, I literally hurt. I don't want to talk much. So this is going to be a Rachel episode. This is going to be a Rachel's Favorites episode.
Rachel's Favorites. Rachel's favorite things. And what is one of my favorite things?
Coffee. Considering that the table that we're sitting at has 2 iced coffees sitting on it from different days and different places even.
Even different places.
She has an obsession with iced coffee.
Well...
It's bad.
I wouldn't say it's just iced coffee, because I am kind of snobby when it comes to coffee. You know what I mean? The way you drink black coffee.
Yeah, no. You need to buy a $8 coffee rather than a $3 cup of coffee.
It's a luxury coffee.
Yes, it's not a...
It's a lifestyle, Mark. It's a lifestyle. So, where are some of the best places to get coffee in Walt Disney World? Now, I do have to say, for the people who are in New England, I'm sorry to tell you that down south, Dunkin' Donuts it exists, but it is not a staple as it is up
Probably
here.
for the best, frankly.
I mean...
I don't want to offend anybody who's a Dunkin' fan, but Dunkin's...
I don't know. You know? Don't know. So if you are from down south, you know that Starbucks usually reigns supreme down there. And when we lived down there for a little bit, I did have to do my research on Starbucks and find, what combination and what to order and all that stuff, because I had no idea. I usually have coffee places up here that they just have their standard one that they make, that's like their signature one, or...
And they use, like, plain English. They call coffees, like, medium and large or whatever, not venti or whatever the hell crap they try to say at Starbucks.
Well, then it's not even just that. You don't even just say, like,
it's a foreign language.
Latte. You have to say iced latte with cold foam and 2 pumps of
it's a foreign language.
And it's just... So, I had to do my research on it. So, I got kind of okay on it, and I got at least one drink down that I did really like. So, Starbucks is available in Walt Disney World throughout the parks. However, the one who is even more supreme than Starbucks, I think, in the Disney World is Joffrey's. Now,
some people may not like that take. But...
I know. I'm just saying. You got 2 options. Joffrey's, Starbucks. That's pretty much it. If you had to pick, would you drink Starbucks or Joffrey's?
Joffrey's 100%. Much better coffee.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to say. By taste,
I
you
think
like
so.
Joffrey's better.
Yes, 100%. There are people who love Starbucks, though. So
yeah, I mean, I don't
If you love Starbucks and that's your jam, man, like, you can get your jam on in Disney World because they have Starbucks in all 4 parks.
Then it's great. If you want to step outside of that and dabble into the Joffrey's world, I highly recommend. I think they have great different flavors than, like, Starbucks does, and I think that, like, their actual coffee is, like, brewed differently with, like, the flavors in it, so it's a little, like, more enhanced flavors, even just the black coffee. You know what I mean? So, I have some places that are a little different, but most of them, if they're not a Starbucks, are just, they sell Joffrey's. But for some reason, I need to go to these specific ones when I go to Disney World.
Every trip, she's got to get something from one of these.
It's just the ones... I don't know why I picked them, but they're just my favorite ones.
Folks, Rachel's top 5 places to get a coffee on your next Disney trip. Number 5.
Number 5. I am going to go with, in Epcot, in between America and Italy, there's a Joffrey's stand. It doesn't look like much. It's just a white stand and it has some really, really big donuts out in front of it. But
donuts are delicious.
Yes, they're huge.
Oh my gosh, those big donuts are so good.
They're
I could eat
the
10
size
of them.
Bigger than my hand.
I could eat 10 of them.
They're really good.
In a day.
I do have to say. For a donut,
it would probably put me into diabetic, like, whatever, but I could eat 10 of them in a day. Those things are so good.
I could probably eat those more than, like, Mickey had ice cream bars.
Let's not get crazy here.
No, I could.
I'm saying let's not get crazy.
But
they're very good. They're very good.
All right. There is my number 5.
And it's in a good location when you think about, like, by the time you get to that point on World Showcase, you're either half in the bag if you've been drinking around the world, potentially.
I mean, I don't suggest throwing coffee into that. That would be...
Maybe not, no, but, like, you may need a little boost, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you may need a little, like, coffee kick, and that's a good place
like a sugar,
to get your coffee kick. Even if you're not half in the bag, and you are walking around Epcot appropriately, you are halfway around World Showcase. So that is a good spot to take a stop and have a little coffee break.
I need a little...
Yeah, a little pick-me-up.
I need a little latte to get me through. I also think right over in that area, they have the funnel cake station in America. So you can also get yourself a funnel cake while you're over there.
True.
Always smells absolutely delicious walking by there. So
it does smell very good around there.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Starbucks in Animal Kingdom. So
I believe the stand is called Creature Comforts, if I'm not.
It doesn't say Starbucks. So I think that's like a good thing to notice in Disney World is that you're not going to see a Starbucks sign per se. You're not going to see the mermaid
outside
lady
of the building.
on the outside. Yeah, you're not going to see the mermaid lady and it says Starbucks.
Well, you may, but it's not going to be like a big billboard sign.
Yeah, it's like subtle.
Yes.
It's just subtle touches. So this one is located, if you're looking at the Tree of Life, you're going to go to the left, you're going to go towards Africa, and it is after Pizza Fari, and it is on your left, and it's a big reddish brown building. And honestly doesn't look like much from the outside, but you're going to see a lot of people going in and out of there because it's Starbucks. Full disclosure, right in Road Shop, it's going to be crazy because everybody is going to something that they know, right? Like Starbucks. Like, oh, I know what Starbucks is. Because a lot of people don't know what Joffrey's is. I usually don't get coffee at the Starbucks.
This is a coffee episode, though.
I know. But I'm just letting you know that at Starbucks, I usually go for the black tea and lemonade mix. So, I'm just letting you know. But, great coffee, either way. They have all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. Number 3. I'm going to go with Animal Kingdom again. I know. But higher up than Starbucks is going to be the Joffrey Station across the way from Yak and Yeti. It's kind of tucked away.
And the monkeys.
Yes. It's kind of tucked away. You kind of have to like go downstairs and then go to like a platform where it is. But every time I've been there, they always have free water ready to go, and they're always like wicked efficient. And every time I've been there, it's just been great coffee. So, and donuts.
You can get your donuts again.
Get your donuts.
And a very good view of the Tree of Life too, from like their little sitting area that
there's
is
even
next
like
to
another one. Yeah, you go down another level again, and then there's some tables and chairs. So a nice little quiet, kind of away from those crowds. Nice little area. So
and a nice place to sit to see the boat
the
characters on the boats. Like it's a good place to catch them as they go around the waterways around the Tree of Life.
Yeah, that is. I like that. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of trees in Animal Kingdom, so a lot of things can be tucked away that you're not going to see on the main pathway. So really, I feel like this one you do kind of walk by if you're not looking for it, because it is so like tucked behind trees and not a lot of people are going there.
Not long lines usually too.
Yeah, it's usually always pretty short. So as soon as you walk over that bridge into Asia, you're looking at Yak and Yeti. It's literally right across the pathway. You have to go down some stairs. But that is a great place. Joffrey's Coffee. All right, number 2. Main Street, USA. Starbucks. That's it. Mic drop. No. Okay. This one is great. However, there are really, really, really long lines. What I love about this one is this Starbucks, unlike some of the other ones, still have like themed treats that are like Mickey shaped and stuff in the Starbucks. So you kind of have like a mix of both worlds, which I feel like the other ones don't really like have. So it still keeps that Main Street, I'm in Disney like feel. I remember one Halloween we got that coffee roll with like the spider web on it. So that was really fun. So you can still get Mickey shaped treats here and get your coffee. However, it is the first one, if you're not coming from the TTC, it is the first kind of coffee you're going to hit. So a lot of people go there. So
long lines. Don't go there first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Mobile order. Highly recommended.
Worth noting, though, to Rachel's earlier point, the Starbucks are disguised, if you will, in the Disney theme parks. This is another example. It's called the Main Street Bakery.
Yes.
But inside the Main Street Bakery, as you walk up towards the castle at Main Street, it is on your right. That is where that Starbucks is. Creature Comforts and Animal Kingdom. As you're entering into Hollywood Studios, it's called the Trolley Car Cafe. That is going to be on the side of the street, that main street, as you're walking in. And then at Epcot, your Starbucks location is going to be in the new Connections Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
So just know that don't walk in and expect to see a big Starbucks billboard sign.
Yeah.
You're going to have to find it inside of those other named locations that fit better into the theme of Disney.
Yeah.
So there's usually a little mermaid person. I get it, the Little Mermaid. No, but their little logo thing there is usually on the signs, but it's very small. It's not like a big Starbucks billboard like you would see on a normal Starbucks. So
yeah. No, you're not going to see big green letters.
Whereas with Joffrey's stations,
you do see Joffrey's.
Usually a big sign
big
that
purple
says
Joffrey's.
Joffrey's right across it. So.
Some of them are still named things like on top, but Joffrey's is right next to it. So you will see, I feel like it's usually like espresso pastries and like whatever else. So it does say what is there in the Joffrey's name. There's obviously some kind of contract with Joffrey's and Disney that's why they're there. So number 1. Are you ready?
Number 1.
Gonna be surprising.
No, it's not.
No,
I know exactly what you're going to say.
I know. It is Le Petit Cafe in Disney's Riviera Resort. Everyone go, wow, no way.
Wow, we were so amazed by that. Nobody would have ever guessed that. I literally get dragged to this place.
I go out of my way.
Every trip.
Out of my way.
Doesn't matter if we're staying at the Riviera or not.
I will go to the Riviera
for this.
Yes.
Which I don't mind because I love spending time at the Riviera, but...
And I love the Skyliner. Okay, so our last episode that we did, we talked about the monorail briefly in one of the last ones. And I made the statement that I would choose the Skyliner over the monorail.
Yeah, you did.
And you seemed very upset by this. But I was thinking about that earlier today. About just like the Skyliner. And how that I think is my favorite form of transportation in Walt Disney World. Anyways, you have to take the Skyliner, usually, to get to the Riviera. So you kind of mix my favorite form of transportation with my favorite place to get coffee, and you have a very happy Rachel on vacation.
And that's what we seek on vacation. That's what we seek every day of our lives, a happy Rachel. Makes everybody's life better.
I mean, yeah.
But it is a nice place to take a break from, especially if you're at Epcot or at Hollywood Studios and you just want to take the Skyliner ride over to the Riviera. It's a nice break in the middle of the day, and you can get your little iced coffee or whatever you want to get from Le Petit Cafe.
It's very cute.
Also, don't sleep on the quick service restaurant either in the Riviera. Very solid quick service experience. They have some really good food and high quality food that you don't usually see at a quick service. So while you're there, don't be afraid to grab some lunch either at the quick service.
Yeah. I know. I feel like because the Riviera is newer and it's kind of out of the way depending on where you're actually staying, or if you have to get out of Epcot, get on the Skyliner, go over. It is worth going to for multiple reasons, and staying at, for that matter. But if you're not staying there, it is worth going to and just seeing even that, what do you call it? That mosaic in the fountain area. The big mosaic of like Rapunzel and all of that stuff. It's just beautiful. It's just a very elegant and beautiful hotel. That's number 1. But I do have some honorable mentions.
Oh. Okay.
Because I feel like they're just worth noting. And I've been there before. So, one is the Ghirardelli's store in Disney Springs.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it is chocolate. Yes. But if you do like mocha things, they have a great one. Ghirardelli chocolate. Very, very good. And you get free little chocolates every time you walk in there. So if you need something sweet, just go in there. You get some free chocolate. My last honorable mention. I haven't actually had coffee here, but we have eaten here. We've gotten the cookies, and that is Gideon's Bakehouse in Disney Springs.
The cookies are absolutely delicious.
Out of this world. Like nothing I've ever had before. They usually have monthly specials of cookies and coffee And I feel like they usually complement each other. So if it's something peanut butter cookie and chocolate-esque, you have also a peanut butter and chocolate-esque coffee that kind of like goes with it. So they kind of go hand in hand, but they do have other coffees there as well. But I've heard many, many good things. I think one of the main reasons why I haven't got a coffee here is because of timing of things, and it gets really busy at certain times at this bakehouse because it is so popular for their foods and coffees and stuff. So I have not had it yet, but I do highly recommend that if you can stop in and get one, that you do. But there's usually a long line waiting outside because it's kind of small in there, so they only let so many people in at a time. So that's where the backup kind of happens. But now you have your dad book out, and I'm nervous. Your dad joke book.
Yeah, I realized they hadn't done this yet. What does a philosophical dolphin say?
A philosophical dolphin. I don't know.
What is my porpoise? And what was the purpose of this episode?
I don't know.
To talk about Rachel's favorite coffee places. So we hope that you, on your next trip to Disney, will consider stopping at one of these places and getting yourself a nice iced coffee in Rachel's honor.
Or latte, which is what I usually get. But Mark doesn't know that because he's just a black coffee drinker. So
yeah, I don't know what any of those things are.
He doesn't know what any of that means. So
give me a hot black coffee. That's all I need to get myself going.
In the Florida heat?
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Hot black coffee. Get me going.
Ugh. Maybe right in the morning.
Straight
but in the
caffeine.
Middle of the day,
just pump it right into my veins.
Well, a latte is espresso, so that's more.
I don't need any frilly stuff. Just give me the...
You could just have a shot of espresso.
Give me the straight
black coffee.
Yep.
Boring.
So, folks, I know that this episode was shorter than we normally would and a little off the wall, but that is because we ran out of time this week to actually put together a normal length episode. So we hope that maybe this episode did you some good. If it didn't, we apologize.
We're only human.
Next
week. I just have to say.
Next week.
We're doing our best here.
We just ran out of time this week, and so we're sorry. So this was our attempt to salvage an episode out of a 11th hour attempt to get an episode out. So,
well, it happens.
Anyways, if you have any questions for us or want to reach out to us about anything, please send us an email at startswithawish.podcast@gmail.com. Follow us on our social media accounts, and remember, folks, it all starts with a wish. We'll see you real soon.
Bye.